Think buying a hybrid SUV will save money? Think again. While the fuel savings look attractive on paper, the hidden maintenance costs can drain your wallet faster than premium gas ever could. Industry data reveals that certain hybrid SUVs carry battery replacement costs exceeding $8,000, turning what seemed like an eco-friendly investment into a financial nightmare. Today's countdown exposes 6 hybrid SUVs where the math simply doesn't add up. Stick around for number 1, because that battery replacement bill will absolutely shock you. Let's dive in. Number 6. Jeep Wrangler 4. The Jeep Wrangler 4 XE promised the best of both worlds. Legendary off-road capability combined with hybrid efficiency, but owners quickly discovered the harsh reality behind this plug. In hybrid experiment, the 4SE's battery pack sits directly in the path of off-road hazards, making it vulnerable to damage from rocks, debris, and water crossings. Battery pack replacements run between $7,500 and $9,200. And that is before labor costs. The hybrid system adds roughly 800 pounds to the Wrangler's curb weight, accelerating wear on suspension components, brakes, and tires. Owners report replacing shocks and springs 30% more frequently than standard Wrangler models. The regenerative braking system, while designed to extend brake life, introduces expensive electronic components that fail at alarming rates. Brake module replacements cost upward of $1,800. Cold weather performance reveals another costly flaw. The 4XE's electric range drops by 40% in temperatures below freezing, forcing the gas engine to work harder and negating fuel savings. Battery conditioning systems run constantly in winter, draining the 12-volt battery and leading to frequent jump starts and replacements. Many owners report annual 12-volt battery replacements at $250 each. Fire risks add another layer of concern. Multiple 4XE models were recalled due to battery fire hazards, with Jeep recommending owners park outdoors until repairs were completed. While recall work is free, the inconvenience and potential insurance implications create hidden costs owners never anticipated. Resale values plummeted as news of fires spread, with used 4XE models selling for 15% to 20% less than comparable gas-powered Wranglers. The hybrid drivetrain's complexity means fewer mechanics can service it properly. Many independent shops refuse 4XE work entirely, forcing owners to dealerships where hourly rates exceed $180. Simple maintenance tasks like oil changes require special procedures and hybrid, certified technicians, doubling service costs compared to standard Wranglers. Number 5. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid minivan marketed itself as the perfect family vehicle, combining space with efficiency. But the reality for many owners became an endless cycle of battery problems, charging failures, and catastrophic repair bills. The Pacifica's 16 kWh battery pack costs between $8,200 and $10,500 to replace, a price tag that shocks families who bought the vehicle thinking they were making a smart financial choice. Battery management system failures plague early Pacifica hybrid models. The vehicle randomly refuses to charge, displays false range estimates, or enters limp mode without warning. Diagnosing these issues requires specialized equipment found only at dealerships, where diagnostic fees start at $200 before any actual repairs begin. Many owners report spending over $1,000 just identifying problems, only to learn the entire battery pack needs replacement. The hybrid system's integration with the transmission creates another expensive vulnerability. The electrically variable transmission uses components that fail at dramatically higher rates than traditional automatics. Transmission replacements run $6,500 to $8,000, and the hybrid version cannot be rebuilt like conventional transmissions. When it fails, Replacement is the only option. Recall nightmares compound ownership costs. Chrysler issued multiple recalls for fire risks associated with the battery pack, advising owners to park away from structures. While recall repairs are free, the time spent without the vehicle, rental car expenses, and depreciation hit from safety concerns create substantial hidden costs. Used Pacifica hybrids now sell for 25 to 30% less than comparable Toyota Sienna hybrids due to reliability concerns. Air conditioning system failures represent another costly issue unique to the hybrid model. The electric AC compressor costs $2,400 to replace, compared to $800 for the gas model's belt-driven unit. The hybrid's cooling system for the battery pack shares components with the cabin AC, meaning a single failure can disable both systems simultaneously. Number 4. Ford Explorer Hybrid. Ford's Explorer Hybrid seemed like a smart evolution of America's best-selling three-row SUV. But the reality delivered a masterclass in hybrid nightmares. The Explorer's 3.3 kWh battery pack costs $7,800 to replace, and failures occur with disturbing frequency. Owners report battery capacity loss of 30 to 40% within just 50,000 miles, drastically reducing the already modest electric-only range. The hybrid transmission represents the Explorer's Achilles heel. Ford's 10-speed automatic transmission already suffered reliability issues in gas models, but the hybrid version adds electric motors and control modules that fail at even higher rates. Transmission replacements exceed $9,000 at dealerships, and used transmissions are scarce because the hybrid variant sold in limited numbers. Electrical gremlins plague the Explorer hybrid with maddening consistency. Owners report phantom battery drain, charging system malfunctions, and complete electrical shutdowns while driving. The vehicle's complex wiring harness integrates hybrid and conventional systems in ways that make diagnosis incredibly difficult. Dealers often spend days troubleshooting intermittent issues, racking up diagnostic fees while the vehicle sits. Cooling system problems create expensive cascading failures. The Explorer hybrid uses separate cooling loops for the engine, transmission, and battery pack. When one system fails, it often damages others. A simple coolant leak can lead to battery overheating, transmission damage, and engine issues simultaneously. Repair bills for cooling system failures routinely exceed $4,500. Parts availability creates frustrating delays and mounting costs. Because Ford sold relatively few Explorer hybrids, dealers rarely stock hybrid-specific components. Owners wait weeks or months for parts, paying rental car fees while their SUV sits. Some battery modules come only from Germany, with shipping times extending beyond 2 months. Number 3. Lexus RX 450h. The Lexus RX 450h carries Toyota's reputation for reliability. But the hybrid premium comes with brutal long-term costs. The RX 450h's battery pack costs $8,500 to $11,000 to replace depending on model year. While these batteries generally last longer than domestic hybrids, they still fail, and when they do, the replacement cost equals 25 to 30% of the vehicle's remaining value on older models. Inverter failures represent the RX 450h's most expensive non-battery issue. The hybrid inverter converts DC battery power to AC for the electric motors. When it fails, replacement costs run $4,200 to $5,800. Unlike battery packs that gradually lose capacity, inverters fail suddenly and completely, leaving owners stranded with zero warning. The continuously variable transmission adds another layer of expense. While generally reliable, the hybrid CVT cannot be serviced by independent shops. Transmission fluid changes require special Toyota hybrid CVT fluid at $35 per quart, with the system holding 8 quarts. Even routine fluid changes cost $400, -$500 at dealerships. Transmission failures, though rare, result in $7,500 plus replacement bills. Hybrid system control module failures create diagnostic nightmares. These modules manage communication between the battery, inverter, and engine. When they malfunction, the symptoms can mimic dozens of other issues. Owners report spending $2,000, -$3,000 on diagnostic procedures and trial, and error repairs before identifying the faulty module, which itself costs $1,800 to replace. Brake system complexity drives up maintenance costs. The RX 450H's regenerative braking system uses electronically controlled brake actuators that fail more frequently than conventional brake systems. Actuator replacement runs $2,200 to $2,800. The system also requires specialized brake fluid, servicing every 30,000 miles at $250 per S-service, compared to $100 for conventional brake fluid changes. Number 2. BMW X5 XD. Drive 45E. The BMW X5 XD Drive 45E represents German engineering's attempt at plug-in hybrid luxury. But luxury comes at a brutal price. The battery pack replacement costs $12,000 to $15,500, making it one of the most expensive hybrid battery replacements in the automotive world. BMW's warranty covers 8 years or 80,000 miles. But once that expires, owners face financial catastrophe. High voltage cable failures create expensive safety hazards. The orange high-voltage cables running throughout the X5 hybrid degrade over time, especially in northern climates with road salt. Cable replacement requires extensive disassembly and costs $3,500 to $5,000. Because these cables carry over 300 volts, independent shops often refuse the work, forcing owners to BMW dealerships charging $225 per H-hour. The X5's electronic complexity creates cascading failure modes. A single sensor malfunction can trigger limp mode, shutting down hybrid functions and drastically reducing performance. BMW's diagnostic fees start at $350, and the proprietary diagnostic equipment means independent shops cannot properly service these vehicles. Owners become captive to BMW service departments. Suspension air system failures compound hybrid-specific weight issues. The X5 hybrid's extra 600 pounds of batteries accelerate air suspension wear. Air strut replacements cost $2,800 each, and the system typically requires all four to be replaced simultaneously. Complete air suspension rebuilds exceed $11,000 at dealerships. Many owners eventually convert to conventional springs at $4,000, sacrificing the adaptive ride quality they paid premium dollars to get. Charging system electronics fail with frightening regularity. The onboard charger, charge port, and charging control module all represent expensive failure points. Onboard charger replacement costs $3,200, while charge port actuator failures run $1,400. Many owners report these components failing multiple times, even after warranty repairs. Number 1. Porsche Cayenne E. Hybrid. The Porsche Cayenne E hybrid tops this list because it combines the highest battery replacement costs with the most expensive routine maintenance in the hybrid SUV segment. Battery pack replacement runs $18,000 to $22,000 at Porsche dealers. Even more shocking, the battery pack's design requires removing the rear subframe, adding 15 to 20 H-hours of labor at $250 per H-hour. All in battery replacement bills can exceed $27,000. The hybrid drivetrain requires dedicated Porsche-specific training that only dealerships possess. Independent European specialists often refuse Cayenne E hybrid work because the diagnostic equipment costs over $50,000 and requires annual subscription fees. This monopoly allows Porsche dealers to charge premium rates for even basic services. Oil changes cost $450. Brake fluid services run $380, and coolant flushes exceed $600. Porsche's hybrid system uses a unique 8-speed Tiptronic transmission with integrated electric motor. This transmission cannot be rebuilt when it fails. Replacement costs $16,000 to $19,000. The transmission's positioning directly above the battery pack means heat from the battery accelerates transmission fluid degradation, requiring changes every 20,000 miles instead of the 40,000-mile interval on gas models. High voltage component failures create nightmares. The DC-DC converter, which charges the 12-volt battery from the high-voltage pack, fails frequently and costs $2,900 to replace. The hybrid control unit runs $4,200. Electric motor bearings wear prematurely due to the Cayenne's performance orientation, with motor replacement costing $8,500. Porsche's parts pricing strategy ensures owners pay maximum dollars for every component. Depreciation devastates Cayenne e-hybrid values once the warranty expires. A 5-year-old Cayenne e-hybrid with 60,000 miles sells for 40 to 50% less than a comparable gas Cayenne, specifically because buyers fear the impending battery replacement. This depreciation hit often exceeds any fuel savings the hybrid system provided, making the e-hybrid a terrible long-term investment, despite its impressive performance and efficiency numbers when new. The harsh truth about hybrid SUVs is simple: fuel savings rarely offset the massive maintenance premiums. Battery replacements alone can equal 2 to 3 years of gas savings. Add in specialized service requirements, expensive component failures, and accelerated depreciation, and the financial picture becomes clear. These 6 hybrid SUVs prove that green technology comes painted in red ink. Before buying any hybrid SUV, calculate not just the monthly payment and fuel costs, but the realistic maintenance expenses over your ownership period. The true cost of hybrid ownership often remains hidden until that first major repair bill arrives. Which hybrid SUV shocked you most? Drop a comment below and subscribe for more automotive truth that saves you money.